Welcome to your first class in we are now trying to create a brandable experience for your company by the name of Azure. So for the first thing you're going to be doing is that you're going to be trying to create a logo. So when you're trying to create a new file on Adobe Illustrator, you always need to go to File and New. The shortcut for that is always Control and N on Windows, on Command and N on Mac. So we're going to create a very simple logo. We're going to give it a size of 700 pixels by 700 pixels. And we're just going to create a very simple logo, not very complicated. It's something that you can really understand and something that you can use. So we're going to create like a very simple icon. We're going to create 2 logo samples so that you can choose from. But before you do that, you're going to choose a few colors that you're going to be using. When you open your Adobe Illustrator interface, you need to have like such a very nice interface. So what you need to do is come to Window, Extensions, Workspace, then you need to click on Typography. So currently we're using the workspace on typography. Maybe what you're going to do is we're going to type the name of the company. It's Azure. So normally in Adobe Illustrator, just a brief introduction. However much maybe you're not conversant with this, we're going to give you a brief introduction on it. So basically this is where you're going to be having your work. But outside this is where you can also do some simple like working area. And this allows you to do any kind of edit that you want, and then you bring your refined work to this part. So what you're going to do, we're going to type the name of the company. So the name of the company is Azure. So you're going to have it in different formats. When you want to copy something, you can just do Control and copy, and you need to Control and V. So you can also paste that. For the shortcuts, you can see them on your computer. On the desktop, anytime you use a shortcut, you're going to be seeing that. So we can have it Azure. We can just change this to Azure, as simple as that. Maybe you want to zoom in Adobe Illustrator easily. You need to hold Alt on your computer and you just need to zoom in as easy as that. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to click on that. You're going to drag it again and you're going to change this to caps. Maybe you can just type it Azure in caps. At the same time, we can also do something very easy. You need to drag this at this part. We can just come to type and we come to change case and then we give it an uppercase. Maybe you're seeing me dragging and like duplicating something as easy as that. What you need to do is hold on Alt on your keyboard or your options and just need to drag what you're trying to do. You can practice this easily and it's something very convenient that you can do. So we're going to select corporate colors that you're going to be using. We're going to come to our shape. We're going to come to our shape. This one is a rectangle tool. We select that. We draw something like that. We're going to duplicate this. We can come and duplicate. We just need to move it in such a manner so that you can have the various colors that you're going to be using. So we're going to select as easy as that. We come and click on this one. So we come and double click on our color picker. And then we're going to come and select the colors that maybe prefer, like we look at them and we kind of like them. So maybe you can just come around, you can click on this one, you can have that one, then we can click on this one, you can have a very nice shade of red, perhaps you can have it in that kind of format. You can click again, you can come and select a different color. So we're going to come and look for something like a bit bluish, so you select that color and then you're going to have like a tertiary color that you're going to be using. We can have it in form of a yellowish something like that. So we have these three different colors that you're going to be using for the whole design process. So we're going to take the small caps and then you're going to drag it here. You're going to expand it. Expanding, you can hold. What you need to do is you can hold Shift and Alt on your computer and you can easily transform your text. You can easily move it in this kind of manner. Actually, the best thing about Adobe Illustrator is that however much you zoom in on an object, it doesn't lose its quality because it doesn't pixelate. But on Photoshop, it kind of just does some pixelation. So the first thing we're going to do is that you're going to have now we're trying to create our logo. So we're going to change the font. So for this case, we're going to be using a very nice, unique kind of font. We're going to be using a font by the name of Aristo. So Aristo, we're going to search for that font. And we're going to click on that. Don't worry, the font is attached on the exercise files on fonts. You can use it as easy as that. Then you're going to click on this one. Maybe you want to convert this into a shape or an outline. You just need to right click on it. You need to say create outlines. So you have it in that kind of a format, and then you can pick any color that we prefer and maybe we can change the color of the U to kind of a very nice color. And we're going to add like a shape or something so that just to spice our logo up. We're going to do this. We're going to add that kind of a shape, and we're going to make it, we're going to give it like a color in red, and we're going to do something as easy as that. We duplicate the other, so you can always drag Alt and drag the object that you're going to be using, and you can do something like that. You can move it around as easy as you prefer. We can come and pick like a different color. You can pick that one, but you can have two like circles that try and depict something of a branding experience. So we just come and highlight that, we can copy, and then we're going to paste it around here. So we can have this as our first sample. We're just doing something very simple so that you can understand where we're going. And then what we can do is try and create a very simple icon. So you're just going to come and pick the Ellipse tool. We're going to draw a very simple icon, and we're going to have it in this color. We're going to pick this color, and we're going to type the A. We're going to type the A, and then you're going to maybe expand it, make it a bit larger. We're going to have it in small caps. You can select it and just come to type, and then you come to change case, and then you can give it a lowercase. So we come and right click on it. We're going to duplicate it. You can control copy and control V to paste. Then you need to drag these and just create outlines. So when you create outlines, it converts that shape into a very simple object. We need to drag these on top of that. And then you're going to create something like this. So you're going to have a very simple logo, something that you can use for your branding experience. So maybe you've interacted with Adobe Illustrator. There's a way you can create a shape from any object. What you do is that we're going to first duplicate this. We're going to select it. Selecting, you just need to drag your mouse like that, and then you're going to duplicate this. What you need to do is just drag these down here, and then you're going to select these. We're going to come and pick our shape builder tool. This is our shape builder tool. We're going to click on it, and then we're going to come and hold on Alt. We want to delete this part so that it becomes a shape by itself. So what you do, hold Alt, and then you need to click on that, and this now becomes a shape. So it's something very simple. We're just trying to create a very simple logo. You can create a very nice logo. Maybe you do quite a number of logo designs. You can work on whatever you want. So we're going to select these, and then you're going to group it, because as you can see, we have this inner circle, and it's also an object involved. So you're going to right click, and the shortcut for grouping is Control and G. You can always right click, and you can always group or ungroup. So currently it's grouped. We can ungroup it. You select it again, right click, and then you're going to say group. So after that, maybe you can come and just drag it to this part. So this is just an icon that you're going to be using all along. So we can take that and just have it in that kind of format. So we're going to come and look for our text. We're going to take this text, just move it in this kind of format. And then we're going to try and reduce the spacing between each letter. We come to our text tool around here. We reduce our spacing. We can reduce it to that extent. And then we can kind of like change how the font appears. We can change to that. We can try and work around it. Just try and work around it in whatever way, the way that it makes you comfortable. You can try and change the font. You can try and work around it again. Arista. Is it Arista? It's Arista, sorry. So we're going to click on that. We're going to work on that. We move it. So let's work with these. We're going to create outlines. Right click. You just need to right click and create outlines. This converts your shape into a very nice object. We come and paste it around here again, and when we paste it, we can just change its color. We can give it like this color, but we can try and work around, like we can change the color of one, like the letter E. We can change it to that way, and then we can work around it. We just need to reduce the size, just make it smaller so that it appears nice. We just reduce the size again, and we can have it in this kind of format. And maybe when you're trying to do something easy, you can just try and like do something like this. So what you need to do now is we're going to save our logo. Anytime you want to save a logo, you can any file or any project you have on Adobe Illustrator, you just need to come and file, save as, and we're going to create a very simple folder on our desktop. So you need to move to our desktop. We're going to create a folder. So we're going to create a folder as you, And the moment, actually you don't have to create a folder, you can just go to our exercise files. We've already created a folder for you. You just need to click on branding a company, and then you're going to create a new folder. You're going to say Azure company logo, and as easy as that, you can just enter, and you can name your logo Azure company logo. So we're now done with working around the logo, and in the next class we're going to be showing you how to export a logo when you've done a very simple corporate logo and choosing a logo. So see you in the next class, and thank you.